Well, technology was a struggle. We found out our Wi-Fi wasn't very strong. But jokes aside, I think for me, I'd already experienced my world changing overnight, and I'd already experienced privilege and freedom being taken away. So lockdown was like round two for me, seeing what I'd already been through after my attack and my injuries. So I relied on my old coping mechanisms, which is knowing that I'm never in control of anything in my life. I take comfort in the fact that I'm not in control of anything. And actually no one ever is. Everyone listening to this talk right now is not in control in this very moment that we're living in. Anything could happen. And for me, accepting that makes it a little bit easier. It almost kind of lifts a burden and helps me to surrender. I think all of us get to a point in our lives, and I've been at this point, where we have to let go of what we thought should happen and actually live in what is really happening. And that is the secret. So when you start living, if you ask the question, well, when do people really start living? I have to say to you, sadly, it's when they start dying. You see people making bucket lists, fundraising pages, when they know life has been interrupted abruptly and is going to be shortened. And that is all because we have this obsession with being in control. And I think this last year was a lesson for everybody that our normal seems so far away. Everything we knew seems so far away. And I think, you can create fake control, which is sometimes healthy. Like I'm talking about my running, that makes me feel in control. Tidying up the cupboards, decluttering, that gives me a sense of sort of, control and peace and harmony. I suppose my own personal coping mechanism is I have a faith. So, having a belief in something bigger than we are means you can say, I surrender my life to that, and I trust in that, and that really helps me.